Hello everybody, this is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. Today we're going to talk about green plants and how here at our shop we like to dress our plants. So there's two different ways we dress our plants. One is we use just a basket, just a wicker basket. I always like to pull the tag off. We order our baskets from we order them from just the floral supply store. So I believe these came from Direct Floral. If you are interested in a link for this store, this supply place, I'll be happy to drop that down below. Just ask in the comments and we'll be happy to give you that link. It's directfloral.com, but they have all kinds of floral supplies. So this is a wicker basket. We like to just take a green plant. Now, it's very important that you water your plant really well before you send it out, and you want to make sure that it drains real well, because you don't want it to sit in the bottom of this plastic lined basket with lots of water in it. So be sure to water it really well. Drop that plant right down in that basket. Now, we always, when we put a plant in a basket, I like to cover my pot with a little bit of Spanish moss. So I'm just going to take this Spanish moss and I am just going to come all the way around and tuck it right into that pot. Just like that. So we just tucked it right into the pot. Next, I am going to tie a bow. So I'm going to tie a pretty yellow bow. This is floral satin ribbon. It is a number 9, so it's about 1.5 inches in width. I'm going to go ahead and make a loopy bow. So I like to just hold the streamer just like this. I'm going to make a loop, twist, loop, twist, loop, and continue like that. I usually make about 5 loops on each side. You can make it smaller or larger, and really this just takes practice. Now, we usually, when we dress a plant, we usually use just this floral satin. It's not terribly expensive ribbon, but it makes a plant pretty. All right, so I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to cut my tails. Grab a florist wire, and I am going to tie off that bow. I'm going to fluff it, so I'm just holding my thumb right on the wire that I tied it with, and I am just going to pull and fluff those loops. And then next I'm going to take it and add it to a wood pick. So I'm going to take that wood pick and I am going to just wrap that wire right around the pick and then use the wire that's on my pick and attach that bow securely to that pick. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and push it right down into that plant. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Green Glow. Now, Green Glow is just a plant shine. You can pick this up at your craft store or at Direct Floral. I think you can get it on Amazon. I'm going to just take it and very lightly spray my plant. And what that does is it just shines up the leaves. Now, here in our shop, we have these sweet little crosses that we have a little lady who makes these crosses for us, and she brings them to us. She has put on a heavy-duty wire. I'm going to take that wire. Using my wire snips, I'm going to just trim it down. We like to use these little crosses as just an add-on. So the little cross is $10, and the plant itself is $45 with the basket. So this would be here in our shop a $55 plant. So there is the basket. So very easy. The plant basket's it's definitely the easiest way to go. But the basket adds $5 to the plant. And then of course, if you add on the cross, it's $10 extra. Next, I'm going to show you how we like to wrap a plant with foil. So let me roll this ribbon up. Now, foil, the reason we started using foil back years ago when I started in floral design, we used to use plant foil for all of our plants. But once I was able to get baskets, I went to baskets. Well, the price has gone up on baskets. So after COVID, first of all, it was really hard to find the baskets, and now they're terribly, I say terribly expensive. They're just a little more expensive than they used to be. So we like to have a less expensive option. So what I've done is I've rolled out a little bit of foil. I'm going to take that foil and I'm just going to fold down these two edges because it just makes it look nicer. So I'm taking that foil and I'm just folding it down. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sides, just like this. I'm going to tuck it in and I'm going to pull up. So I'm kind of making, it's like wrapping a present, okay? So I tucked that in and I pulled up. So you see how it's kind of a clean pull? I'm going to take it, tuck it in, pull, and pull. So you see where I've creased it? Turn it around, tuck it in, pull that up, pull that up, and then here's the last side. Tuck that into the plant. So I have points all the way around my plant, all the way around, okay? Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to take, so this order asked that it's a purple and pink bow. So I'm going to take a little bit of the purple ribbon and I'm going to cut a pretty nice size streamer. I'm going to come around the back side of this plant and I'm going to tie this piece of ribbon right here around this plant. Now what this ribbon does is it holds my foil in place. So you can see how it's, the ribbon's there on the back, and all it's doing is just holding my paper in place. I'm gonna next take my bow and I'm just going to push it right into that plant. Just like that. And then I'm going to shine the plant. Take a little bit of plant shine and shine those leaves. And this plant with the foil is a $40 plant. If you drop it in a basket, it's $45. And then you can add a cross or any kind of upgrade to any of your plants. This little cross is $10 extra. So this would sell for $55. This one sells for $40. Guys, I hope that helps. If you have any questions about how we decorate plants or how we do anything here at the flower shop, please don't hesitate to ask that down in the comments. We are so happy to answer. Thank you so much for being here with me this afternoon. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so that you can see our videos each week. Thank you.